The craziest thing happened. Everybody knows I have this long-standing love-hate relationships with art galleries. Well, I want to say that galleries do a good work, and they're owned by people whose whole purpose is to run a business and to make a profit and to help artists. I get that, and I respect that. Most of the gallery owners I've ever known are wonderful people, and they have a very polite and kind way about them. And then a story like this happens that just rocks the whole relationship. I had paintings in a show in Toronto, a big show in a very high demand art district. And I won't say names because I'm not about that. I'm not here to beat up on anybody specifically, but at the end of the show, they asked me if I would leave a couple of the paintings with them to be represented in their gallery. And I thought to myself, well, that's a wonderful idea. I mean, they're a very high traffic area. A lot of people are going to see my work. And if you know me, I'm all about marketing, the unabashed self-promoter. Well, I left two very beautiful paintings with them. A year later, I hadn't heard anything, and I called them up and I said, so maybe you could give me an update on what's happened with those two paintings. Because anywhere else I would have sold them by now. That was my thinking anyway. But anyway, she said, let me go have a look. And she went and looked. Right away, my back was up because, if my paintings are not on your wall, then chances are they probably shouldn't be in your gallery. I don't give paintings to galleries to have them in a storage room in the back someplace. I want them to hang it on the wall and be seen. That's how you sell art, after all. So she went and had a look and came back. She says, I don't see them right now, but she says, let me email you as soon as I've located them, and we can discuss whatever you want to do. I left, and long story short, I didn't hear from her again. And it's very disconcerting. It's a prominent gallery in the most prominent art district in Toronto, and they didn't know where my two paintings are. In my humble opinion, there are two of my finest pieces, and I was a little bit heartbroken. I was very heartbroken. And then, well, 5 years went by. I'd pretty much given up, never really thought about it much, except for whenever I remember the story, I get heartbroken again and I feel a little angry inside. You see, galleries, they tend to do this, they tend to have paintings that they rotate on and off the wall, and they keep the ones that are not on display in the back. I've always had a strict policy that if you're not going to put it on the wall, let me know and I'm going to come and pick it up because I want it to be seen somewhere. That's the only way it'll be sold, is if it's seen. So anyway, I pretty much gave up ever seeing those two beautiful paintings ever again. And then, just a few days ago, I get an email from the new owner of the same gallery. And she says, we're just going through our inventory and we've come across two paintings that I believe are yours. I was gobsmacked. are you for real? I had to ask myself I had to pinch myself if I was dreaming. She says, oh no, there's two here and they're really beautiful paintings, she said, but we're adopting a smaller size of work because that's what is selling in the area. We have a lot of condos in the area, a lot of small row houses in Toronto, and she said that it's just the large paintings are not conducive to those small spaces. So if you want to give us some small pieces, we'd be happy to take them and hang them up. I said, I'll be down there tomorrow. I made my way down, and sure enough, there were those two beautiful paintings. Now, again, to be fair, this is a new owner of the same prestigious gallery. And how she found them and the other people didn't know where they were is beyond me, but it didn't matter anymore. I was getting my paintings back, and that mattered. But again, to the gallery's credit, I want to say their name so badly, but I just won't do that at this stage. I don't want to make a sour situation worse. I'm not bitter. I got my paintings back. That's all I care about. But I will say this, that this new owner was very gracious, very apologetic, very kind, very respectful to me, very polite, and because of that, I will gladly give her smaller paintings for her gallery. And, she confided in me that the gallery business of late has been quite challenged, not only for her gallery, but others in the area especially. And I get that too, because businesses overall, luxury items, are one of the first things to take a hit when economies get tight. Paintings, nobody needs to have the painting. They want them, but nobody needs to have it. So there's a challenge going on out there amongst galleries, and I get that. But I'm so happy that this was resolved and I got my paintings back. And well, by now you're curious to know what the paintings look like, and well, here they are, and they're available again, finally, but this time directly from the artist to you. If you're interested, message me. Let's get it done. I'd love to see them go to an appreciating home where they'll be proudly hung and enjoyed. You'll find my contact information at the end. Thanks everybody for watching, and if you like this video and you want to catch more in the future, hit the like and subscribe. I love having you on board. Take care.